Hello and Happy New Year. This video is going to show my Sukhoi Su-26 and my Messerschmitt 109. Uh, this plane, this Su-26 you see now, was based on a Goldberg kit, scaled down. I think the kit was in the 90s. I always wanted to buy it, but I just did not have the money back then. And I converted to foam board and poster board and created a plastic cowl. There's a video I did a couple years ago about this in detail. Um, and I just hadn't flown it for a while since I've been into jets pretty much for the last year or so. And it's really one of my favorite planes. I love the way it looks. I love the way it looks in the sky. I love the way it flies. It's just very neutral and fun to do sport plane type maneuvers. Knife edge as well. It goes inverted very well as well. And I don't know, it's just one of those classic designs that really resonates for me. It's very neutral, and that's kind of most of what I want to say about this plane. The sound for the video is turned off because I was just enjoying some of my music that I enjoy while playing or flying, and I don't want to have to deal with any of the YouTube stuff with commercial music. So feel free to play your own music during this video because there's really no other sound except me talking, and you can always turn down me talking. And this is an unedited. I mean, it's got some zooms and things, but um, other than that, this is the full about 4 minute flight. So if you like to watch this type of plane, do a bunch of maneuvers. So, Cuban eights, inverted, some flybys, some, obviously spins and things like that. So, or rolls, I should say. I didn't actually do a snap roll in this, but that's really all I need to say here. When the Messerschmitt comes on, I'll start talking a little bit more. That's the sound of a Messerschmitt Bf-109, an iconic and legendary aircraft from World War II. Um, just a few facts about it. It was introduced in 1936 at the Olympic Games in Germany, and run by the Nazi Party, and really scared the Allies because of the technology uh, that was in this plane. And rightly so, because it was basically made the backbone of the German air Luftwaffe. Uh, I liked the plane because of some of this technology. When I started building it, I noticed that the exhaust was really low on the cowl. And looking into that, I found out that it used a Mercedes-Benz engine that was inverted. Well, how do Spitfire had trouble flying inverted sometimes, but so Mercedes had a fuel injection system on there, so they didn't have to worry about the carburetors. And so I thought that was pretty interesting, along with the 20 millimeter cannon that ran through a hollow crankshaft right through the middle of the engine, which gave the pilots a really good way to really literally point and shoot at their opponents during dogfighting. This plane that I built here out of foam board, 1 meter wingspan, um, it I built a couple years ago, and it was kind of new. I did some new things. Vacuum formed a canopy for it, made it out of a wood buck, and made a little vacuum former in my garage, and also put in some detail for the cockpit, including dash panel and a pilot figure. It's actually a German World War One or two pilot figure. So anyway, it looks. I really enjoy it. It looks great in the air. It looks great on my wall, and I also put in retract systems. I didn't put it in. I put accommodation for a retract system, uh, but I did not put them in. I just covered them over. I probably will, now that I've got some experience with retracts on my Zero. I'll probably put the retract system in here. Although the way that they're on the real plane, and on my plane, is that they come from the fuselage, which gives a very narrow track, and that in real life killed over 1,000 pilots. Learning to fly that plane. Um, so it may or may not be the right thing for this plane either, this model. But I do uh, enjoy trying new things on my planes. That's one of the best things about scratch building, is get exactly what you want, and you get to try things, and some of it works, some of it doesn't. Uh, I I did cut this video, or trim down the length of this video a bit, because the flight time is 7 minutes, and I think I just included some of the highlights for the ME-109. January 1, 2024. Have a great year, everybody.